I'm just gonna assume everything is working and move on. Hello everybody, it is I, Felix, and I am here to get myself 4 egos. I guess 3 egos because one of them is an event reward. But I'm here to get myself some egos. I have saved for this exact situation since I started playing Limbus Company. And now it's time to spend that Lunacy. I really do like this art, it looks really cool. I had expected some sort of custom OST that was a bit Arknight inspired on the title screen. But I might have just been wrong on that one. Oh. I totally forgot to update it. Well, whatever. Limbus Company updates don't really last that long. Especially when you do it on PC. I'm honestly not sure what the collab is gonna be. From the trailers, it seems that Dante and maybe the Sinners will be transported to the Arknight world, but I'll be honest, while I have played Arknight and I do sometimes still decide to do a level or so, I have mostly been skipping the story. It's just a little bit too wordy for my taste. You know, at some point you just start losing interest when you spend hours and hours reading. Yeah, I'm really excited though. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do here. I also wonder why they chose Arknight as the collab partner. Maybe some of Project Moon plays Arknight and they're like, dang, we got to do something with that. Okay, a daily check-in. A daily check-in. Earn rewards based on your attendance during the event. Period. Reward and automatic claim when the pop-up window appears. Okay. What's this? Can be used to perform 10 extractions where 1 3-star identity is guaranteed to appear. Alright. Don't mind if I do. The event is a month long, so even if I only log in every 2 or so days, we should be fine. What's this? Ooh, 300 Lunacy. Don't mind if I do. I don't think many people are gonna do this targeted dawn extraction. Could you imagine just using all your Lunacy on that? As much as I like Don Quixote, I don't really think many people are willing to do that. Let's see. Oh, I don't wanna spoil myself just yet. Before I do any sort of event, anything, I'm gonna focus on getting... Oh, this looks really good. I'm gonna focus on getting all the egos. Grinding for this event is gonna be a lot easier for me. Okay, it's gonna be 1,000 here. Most of the other rewards seem to just be normal. The normal stuff. Which is fine. I do actually think from all the egos from this event that I've seen so far that Ishmael's is the best looking one. Which surprised me, but genuinely the outfit she's wearing does look really cool. And it does fit with her whole I'm a fisherman aesthetic, so... I haven't really read most of these. I only know that they focus on one specific status ailment and then have a secondary one that they do something with but isn't exactly great. I find it funny that all the egos focus on all the status ailments except for Charge and Bleed, which are the only 2 status ailments I have sort of built a team for, so... I'm not really gonna use many of these egos, unfortunately, but their event... This event isn't gonna repeat, apparently, so I do really want them. Gotta get myself that FOMO. But yeah, let's go to the extraction. Wait. Okay, no, for a second there I thought that that there were only 2 egos and that they would have another banner for the other ones, but no. see. So what can you get? Okay, and you can also get announcers. That's good. Dash is good. But where's Anya? Amya's announcer. Can you not get that one? Maybe it's only for the event. I could see that. They used the art for Arc Knight in that announcer, so maybe they wouldn't want to keep that in the game. I would have imagined if they did an announcer that you could actually get and just stay and own, they would use art that the normal artists for Limbus company. I forgot their name, but I do really like their art. I've looked up their artist station page a couple of times. But yeah, I would have imagined they would use art from that guy so that everything stays consistent. Alright. I do have a couple of extraction tickets, so let's first use those. I don't really have much luck when it comes to egos in this game. I have only had one ego. I have only acquired one ego from the extraction. So let's hope that my luck is turning around because I'm streaming it. I really do hope so. Alright, let's do this. Okay, well, 2 things. Anything new? 3! Jesus, 3 of the same 2-star sinners. That's something. Alright, next one. God, I couldn't imagine only having those tickets. I would be so fucking pissed if I hadn't saved up. Alright, let's see. Nothing new. Okay, not getting super lucky with identities yet, but it's fine. At worst, I can just get pity. I have enough to get pity. I wonder if you actually can get 3-star identities in this extraction, because the things that you can get are only the main things you can get are egos. Fucking hell, a mineral. Okay, that's fine. I do have a couple of 2-stars I don't have. I don't have... Ooh! Ooh, it's blue. That's nice. Come on, give me Cal. Give me Cal. Cal's my favorite out of all the Arc Knight ones. Okay, we got Hung. Nice. Honestly, the fact that I got an ego in the first 60 rolls is genuinely astounding to me. But yeah, nice. And you also get through 300 of that star power, which is for the dungeons, right? Actually, I'm gonna check that real quick. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. If you got 300 of this resource, Yisang Ideality, from just extracting an ego, that would be a little insane. Alright. But honestly, in the first 60 rolls, getting one of the egos is genuinely really fucking good. I would not have expected it. I would not have expected it. Oh, what's happening? Ooh, okay, that's still just a bunch of 2-stars though. I had expected it to be slightly better, if I'm gonna be honest. Maybe a 3-star. Maybe you can't get any 3-stars in this one. Alright, we're actually starting to use Lunacy here. This is the first time I've used Lunacy since I started playing the game. Alright, feels weird, man. Feels weird. Dang. I'm getting a lot of 2-stars, so this is good for my fragment count, but I'm not getting any new 2-stars. I don't have every 2-star in the normal pool though, so I'm a little surprised. I don't have the Otis Painter. I don't really remember. Was it a ring? Yeah, I don't have ring Otis. Ooh, gold. Not as good as blue, but give me something new. Oh, is this also an ego? Am I just getting a bunch of egos? I don't mind. I don't have enough egos, but that's pretty good. Not the ego I wanted, but it's an ego nonetheless. Oh, fuck, really? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Please be careful. Oh. Am I getting 2? Please let me get both of them. Please let me get both of them in less than 100 rolls. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely fantastic. And apparently I would need to stream every fucking... extraction I make because streamer luck be real. Come on. Okay, Faust. Nice. Please let me also get Gregor. Please let me get Gregor in less than 100 rolls. That would be amazing. Limbus company, give me this, please. But yeah, this I wanted Faust the most because Kelsif is my favorite Arc Knight character. Holy shit, I actually got all 3 egos in less than 100 rolls. That's insane. I saved up for this type of situation for 2 years and I got it in less than 100 rolls. Fucking hell. I didn't get pity once. What the hell? I never get this type of luck normally, but I fucking got it. That's insane. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm just really happy. I didn't even hit pity once. I rolled I rolled 110 times. That's insane. Okay. Oh, I didn't expect this to go this quickly. What now? I don't have anything else that I need, right? Like, I have all of these, and apparently I can't get the Omnia announcer. That would have been pretty cool, though, if that was actually there. Should I just... I don't know, should I just... I should maybe roll 9 more times just so that I can get that 200, but... I am gonna get some tickets first from the event, so I guess I'll just keep that for later. But yeah, dang, I literally only had to roll a couple of times, so short fucking stream, but I guess this is it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and wow, this it feels weird only having streamed for 10 minutes. I guess I can level up the guys. See, I should have enough thread for all of them, so... I'm not really sure if it's worth it to uptie them all to full. Whatever, special event egos. I wonder if we're getting a little bit of a story from this one. That would be pretty cool. No, we're not getting any story. That's fine though. Okay, I have about 200 Faust tokens. I need about 100 from them. Is it worth it to get you to level 4, uptie 4? Honestly, yeah, probably. Probably, I'm just gonna do it. Ooh, do I have enough to uptie all 3 of them? All 4 of them, actually. I should have at least enough thread to uptie all 4 of them. Let's see, what does it actually do? I've been uptying these fuckers, but I don't know what they do. If the main target has burn or rupture, final power +3. That's not bad, so then it would be... It's a 30 now, which isn't bad, so a 33 isn't bad. That's actually pretty high. I think Pursuance was my highest ego before this, and that was 34, so a 33 ain't bad. Okay. Deal +1 damage for every rupture potency, plus rupture count on the main target, maximum 25. If this unit has hard shell barrier, turn stars gain 3 stacks, defense level up, okay. Immediately before getting hit by an enemy, consume half of hard shell barrier and gain protection equal to the stack. Consume once per turn, rounded up. Turn end, lose 3 stacks. Okay. So this is just a defensive boost, that's fine. If this unit gain 10 hard shell barrier, that's not bad. Heal self and one ally with the least HP percent by 30% of this unit's max HP. That makes sense. I wouldn't have expected Kel's ego to be anything but a healing ego, even though she's also kinda DPS, but heal self and okay, if this unit is at max HP, heal 2 other allies instead. After attack, heal 15 SP for 2 allies, including this unit with the lowest SP. Okay, that's actually kinda equivalent to Fluid Tech. I don't know how many people Fluid Sac heals SP wise, but that's honestly not bad. I'm glad that it at least heals some SP. Would kind of suck if the event evo isn't at least somewhat equivalent to an ego that has been here for the entire time. And then Inflict, Burn, and Rupture. Okay, well this seems more like a defensive ego. Let's see what the Corrosion is like. I haven't seen the Corrosion animation yet, so I'm a little curious about that. Indiscriminate. Ooh, that's that's not something I like to see. Oh, 3 plus 4. Okay, so then the max would be... Interesting. So the max is only 19. Base power plus 1 for every 6 rupture potency plus rupture count on the main target. Max 2. Okay, so it's still not great. So the max would be 21 if the target has a lot of rupture. Gain plus 1 attack weight for every 3 highest resonance, max 2. Okay, plus attack weight is nice. Gain 10 hard shell barrier. If this skill damage did not stagger or kill a target, take HP damage equal to 20% of this unit's max HP, and gain shield equal to HP damage taken due to this effect times 2. Okay, that's interesting. So you can get a crap ton of shield with this. I don't remember if shield leaves after a turn, but I don't think it does. This damage does not kill the unit, max out. Interesting. Maybe you could also use this. Maybe you could also use this to get rid of stagger bars. Damage taken due to the effect plus X2. The damage does not kill this unit. Max out hard shell barrier. I don't know what the max is. Max 10 stacks. Okay. At turn end, gain 2 damage up. Next turn, okay, that's not bad. Inflict Rupture, Inflict 2 Rupture count. If this skill damage did not stagger or kill any target, deal 30 damage. Okay. If this skill damage did not stagger or kill any target. If this skill's damage did not stagger or kill any target. Oh, okay, yeah. For a second there, I thought... I kept reading it as if this skill doesn't do any damage or doesn't stagger the target. I'm like, how the hell is this not gonna do any damage before this coin? But yeah, no, okay, so the Corrosion is more about doing outright damage, it seems. But it's indiscriminate, so I'm not really sure if I would want to use it a lot. I'll have to read through it and experiment a little bit, but I do want to actually use Kelsiv's Ego as much as I can. I'm actually just going to replace Fluid Sac with it in the right teams. I don't think it would fit well with my charge team, because it doesn't really have many of the green resource. I keep forgetting its name. But overall, doesn't seem too bad. Maybe I should build a Rupture team after this, just so that I can use this Ego. What's the passive be like? Turn start, heal self and one ally with the lowest HP percentage by hard shell barrier stack. Ooh. Lowest HP percentage by hard shell barrier stack percent. Okay, it's percent. If it was straight up just 10 healing, then that would be garbage. But if it's 10%, that's not bad. Of this unit's max HP. If this unit is at max HP, heal 2 other allies with the lowest HP percentage instead. Okay, so we might want to actually keep Fout at max HP so that we can have more healing. If the heal receiving units are at 25% or lower HP or staggered, multiply this effect of healing by 1.5. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Turn end. If the last ego skill Faust used during the encounter was Command Meltdown, lose 1 stack of hardened shell barrier at turn end instead. Turn end, if the last ego skill Faust used during the encounter was Command Meltdown, lose only 1 stack of hardened shell barrier at turn instead. This effect activates in the same turn the ego skill is used. Okay. How much stack do you lose normally? Oh, lose 3 stacks. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So maybe you wanna spam this ego to some extent to keep that hard shell barrier. The passive doesn't give you any hardened shell barrier, so that means that you really just wanna... The only way you're gonna be able to get it is by using this ego. But yeah, no, decent support ego, I'd say. It gives you some decent defense. It gives you decent defense. It also heals both HP and SP. More HP than SP. I don't think it heals as much SP as Fluid Sec. If I'm not mistaken, Fluid Sec heals 3 people 15 SP, but that might be wrong. And then the good clashing too. It has a high clashing potential, I'd say, because of how high the coin power is. And then it has some decent damage from what I'm seeing here. Alright, I'm glad with Kelsiv here. Alright, then we have... Alright, Hong Lu, there we go. Can invite you there for a second, buddy. Alright, let's see what we have here. I have a little bit more poise than I have Rupture or Burn, so I might be able to use Hong Lu's ego a little bit more. Problem is, I don't have a good poise ID with Hong Lu. I don't have full stop office. But I might get it for the next... whatever Nacht. Why do I always forget words when I'm streaming? Probably because I'm also busy paying attention to the stream. Alright, let's see. We'll just up-tie you. Ooh, Gregor might be more expensive. I just realized. Gregor's ego is a level higher. I don't know if egos get more expensive by level. I do know that... Ooh, Honglu almost has 250. That's honestly not bad. That's absolutely not bad. This one is only 100 though. Was Kelsiv's more? I don't remember. I'm honestly genuinely surprised by the fact that I was able to get all the egos this quickly. It's ridiculous. Alright, we got you to max. So this is a poise ego. Its max is 22. That's fine. It has 4 attack weight, so that means it targets 4 people. So it's an AoE. I don't mind that. Gain 4 poise. Before attack, final power +1 for every 5 poise potency plus count. Okay, so final power +1. So it's not coin power, but final power. So then it's a 25 at its highest. That's not bad. Before attack, if this unit does not have Thunderer or higher Thunderer, recuperate half of ego resources and SP consumed by the skill. Okay. What's Thunderer do? Turn start, gain 1 offensive level up and 1 defensive level up. Okay, that's not bad. Turn end, lose 1 stack. Max stack 5. Okay. High Thunderer. Turn start, gain 2 offensive level up and 2 defensive level up. Okay, so it's just a better Thunderer. Which makes sense with it being called High Thunderer. Before attack, if this unit has Thunderer, gain +1 attack weight and deal 25% more damage. Okay. If this unit has High Thunderer, gain 2 attack weight and deal 45% more damage. Okay, so how do you get Thunderer? After attack, gain 5 Thunder. If this unit has Thunder or High Thunder, consume all of it and gain 5 High Thunder. Ooh, okay. Okay. But does that mean that you want to use this ego multiple times as well then? If this unit has Thunderer, deal plus poise potency % damage on crit hit. If this unit has High Thunderer, so yeah, High Thunderer is just always a stronger version of Thunderer. Inflict 3 sync. Ooh, 3 whole sync. Alright, what's this? I do really like the corrosive form of this guy. It's just a blue fucking dragon. Oh, again with the indiscriminate. Indiscriminate. I wonder how I'm supposed to use this. Like, if it's always indiscriminate and it has this much attack weight, doesn't that just mean you're always gonna hit your teammates? Gain +4 poise and +4 poise count. That's not bad. Before attack, if this unit has Thunder or High Thunderer, gain, yeah, and coin power. Ooh, also coin power. That's nice. So, 2 attack weight and base power and coin power. Okay, so So base power would be 6, and then the coins would also be 6. So 24 is his highest ceiling. That's not bad. Am I being right? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, 24. Okay. Unbreakable coin. Deal pride damage by 10% of the damage dealt. Max 10. Deal pride damage. Alright, that's just more damage. If this unit has thunder, deal poise damage. If this unit has high thunder. Okay, damage. That's just more damage. Inflict 2 sync and 2 sync count. Deal pride damage by 25% of the damage dealt. Okay, so this seems to be mostly just a straight up damage ego. And it's AoE. Third end. Among the ego resources consumed to use to remain oneself hung loose, sloth, gloom, pride, gain 1 ego resource of the least owned affinity. Deal +1 damage for every thunderer or high thunderous stack lost or consumed in the encounter. Okay, it seems to me like you do really want to spend to remain oneself here. They even give you some ego resources back, and this guy isn't too expensive. He's expensive on the pride front, but the other ones are fine. Also, that's not bad. Alright, and then finally we have Gregor. Greggy. I'm glad that you finally got the ego you deserve, Gregor. I do actually really like how he looks here. The sword is awesome as well. Just gonna level you up. Okay, so it is slightly more expensive thread-wise, at least. I've heard that this one is actually the best ego, so okay, luckily I have enough. Yeah, and this was 150 instead of 100. And there we go. Alright, let's see what we got. When used for the first time in battle, consume 1 fewer Wrath, 2 fewer Sloth, and 1 fewer Pride ego resource. Okay, so on the first time it's only 1 Wrath. Okay, it's just 1 of each. It's 1 of each. That's actually really inexpensive for an ego of this level. Holy shit. His other ego of the wall level is just 2 of each resource. That even if you don't get the discount, it's still way less expensive. At +1 man in scabbard, activate Unbrilliant Glory Incandescent instead. Oh, this is unclashable. Oh yeah, it also doesn't have high clash power. Let's see what this does. Man in Scabbard. Max stack 40. That's a high stack. For every stack times 8, gain 1 aggro. Max 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Rounded down. Affects the leftmost skill slot on the dashboard. For every stack 20, gain 1 protection. Max 2, rounded down. Gain 10 stacks at the end of the turn. Can gain up to 20 per turn. Wait, so gain 1 protection, max 2, round down. Gain 10 stacks at the end of the turn. I'm guessing that you gain 10 men in scabbard if you use this ego at the end of the turn. Can gain up to 20 per turn. Okay, so you could spam this ego twice a turn and gain 20. Okay, that's interesting. From what I'm seeing, all of these egos just want to be used a crap ton. They have a lot of ways of discounting themselves, and they just want to be spammed. Interesting though. Okay, so and man in the scabbard is mostly just getting aggro and some defensive ups. That's not bad. Gregor does have a lot of identities that do want to tank, so that is not bad at all. Using the first, yeah. At +1 man scabbard, activate Unbrilliant Glory Incandescent instead. I don't know what Unbrilliant Glory Incandescent. Oh, there we go. Okay, this skill does not hit an enemy, does not trigger defensive skills, and external effects cannot trigger this skill to be reused. Okay, that makes sense. Gain 1 man in scabbard. Okay. Heal 25 SP, that's nice. I don't know how expensive SP-wise this guy is, but healing 25 SP should be pretty fucking good. Should be almost everything. I think Y-Egos cost 30 sanity. Yeah, so this guy only costs 5 sanity most of the time. Gain 2 offensive up and 1 damage up. Deal more damage with skills based on this the effect count for 1 turn. Okay, nice. Right, and then we have Unbrilliant Glory Incandescent. This one goes 15 and it's also unclashable, but it does have higher attack weight, which is good. External effect cannot trigger this skill to be reused. At 40 Man Scabbard become clashable. Okay. At 40 Man Scabbard, until this skill ends, this unit cannot be staggered from taking damage and gains 20 clash power. Wow, okay, shit. That's pretty fucking good. So this guy cannot be staggered as well. I wonder, does that mean, you know, I'll figure that out later when I use it. I was thinking maybe you want to... Okay, before attack, consume all Man Scabbard and gain the following effect. All of them rounded down. For every stack consumed /20, recuperate 1 ego resource in the following order. Pride, then Wrath. Okay. So at most you can get 1 of each. Yeah, this guy is just meant to be spammed a lot. A lot of these egos are meant to be spammed a lot. They have sanity refund and they have some ego resource refund. It's interesting. For every stack consumed, times 10, not times 10, divided by 10, gain 1 attack weight, max 4. For every stack consumed, gain defensive level up. If 40 stacks was consumed, the 4th coin deal 100% damage and this unit gains 2 protection. Okay, nice. What's the 4th coin though? Before attack, deal +5 damage for every 8 burn plus tremor on the main target. Okay, 25, okay. Heal 5 SP for every target that was staggered or killed due to the skill's damage. So this ego could actually go sanity positive here. If you somehow get 5 of them 5 enemy staggers, you could get 50 sanity back. 50 sanity back, which is in essence 20 sanity back. That's not bad. Gain +1 man in the scabbard. Okay. So that means that if you use Unbrilliant Glory Incandescent, that you will start with at least 1 man in the scabbard always. If this skill did not consume 40 man in the scabbard, the leftmost skill slot on the dashboard gains +4 aggro next turn. Okay. That means that if you really want Gregor to tank, you might sometimes not want to get those 40 scabbards. Okay, Unbreakable. Reuse this coin. Man in scabbard stack consumed /10 -1. Okay, so basically you can reuse this coin a max of 3 times if you have max. Okay, that's cool. If this coin isn't cracked and if it targets 3+ enemies, the final coin to be used deals +20 damage. For focused encounters, each part counts as 1 target. Okay, that's nice to know. Inflict +1 burn. Inflict 1 burn, inflict 1 tremor. On hit without cracking, if this is the final coin, and if target has 15+ tremor potency, trigger tremor burst, then reduce target's tremor count by 1. On hit without crack, if this coin was used 4 times, deal sloth damage equal to tremor on target, max 10. Okay, I don't know if that's all that good, just getting 10 sloth damage. I guess maybe if you're weak to sloth, that it would be 20 sloth damage, but that would just be 20 HP, right? I don't really think that effect is all that great, but maybe I will be proven wrong. Alright, let's see what the corrosive is. Really wish I could see these corrosive pictures a bit better. Alright, this one is another indiscriminate, but it's a minus coin. Interesting. So its max is 20 and it can go down to a 4. Targets randomly. If there are 3+ targets, if the coins 1 /3 hit without cracking. The final coin deals plus 30 damage. Once per coin in focused encounter, each part counts as 1. Okay. At 40 men in scabbard, base power plus 1. So then it would be 21. I feel like that's not that great. Maybe I'm just wrong though. But going from a 20 to a 21 isn't the best. It goes from a 4, and even if you hit all those coins, it would go from a 4 to a 5. Maybe I'm just wrong though. Consume all men in the scabbard and gain the following effects, all of them rounded down. Gain stack, consume 10 defensive level up once per turn. If 40 stacks was consumed, the final coin deals plus 160 damage and this unit gains 2 protection. Okay. Before attack, deal plus 3 damage for every 6 burn plus tremor on the main target. Max 15. Before attack, base power minus 4. Oh. For every cracked coin. Wait, base power minus 4 for every cracked coin. Does that mean that it will always be at 5? Like, even if you lose the clash with these... No, it's only cracked when you actually lose. No, okay. After attack, gain 1 man in scabbard. Okay. Turn end, if 40 man in scabbard was consumed by this skill, the leftmost skill slot on the dashboard gains plus 8 aggro. I don't actually know how aggro works in this game, except for the bare basics of how aggro works in every game. Okay, those are just normal coins. Inflict 5 burn, inflict 5 tremor on hit without cracking. If target has 15 plus tremor potency, trigger tremor burst, then reduce target tremor by 1. Okay. Okay, not bad. Let's see what the passive is. Gain man in scabbard when meeting one of the following conditions. Gain 1 for every 3 HP damage taken from getting hit. Gain 1 for every 5 shield HP damage taken from getting hit. Gain 10 per staggered ally when other allies become staggered. Okay. So if a lot of allies become staggered, you'll get a lot of men in scabbard. Gain 20 per dead ally when other allies are killed. Do you get 20 every turn if an ally is killed, or do you get 20 just when the ally is killed? I imagine that it is just gaining it once. Turn start, if this unit is staggered due to damage, and if this unit has plus 40 men in scabbard, fix all of this unit's resistance values to 2 for the turn and recover from stagger once per encounter unless it's a forced stagger. Okay, do you mean X2 as in he takes double damage? Or what does it mean? Fix all of this unit's resistance values to 2. Does that mean he takes double damage that turn? I feel like that wouldn't be the case. I guess I'll have to figure that out as I use it. But yeah, no, this is looks pretty cool as well. I do think that Gregor's ego is the strongest, but they all seem to want to be spammed a lot, which I do not mind. It's something different. I don't know if there's a lot of egos that want to be spammable, but yeah, this is pretty good. Alright, well, I leveled up all the egos. I've went through them, and I think that that is about as much time as I'm willing to waste. Oh, I guess I technically got another ego. I don't know what this is. This is a tremor ego, it seems. Trigger, tremor, trigger bleed, passive. Gain 2 poison, 2 poise count when defeating an enemy with bleed. Okay, interesting. Feel like this would be more of a Kurakumo ego at that point, and it's a negative skill. Okay, interesting. Okay, this just triggers Tremor Burst. So for a second there I thought that this was a Tremor ego, but it seems to me like this is more of a Bleed ego with a little bit on Tremor on there. Well, I'm glad I got another ego anyway. I don't really need many more egos with Dawn, as it's one of the few that I actually have a lot of egos for, but I'm not gonna complain about free shit. Alright, well, thanks for watching, yada yada, and see you next time.